a golf course seems like an unnecessary addition to that statement. Good Shabbos, everyone. We will begin our service tonight with a candle lighting blessing on page 120. And I would like to invite up our Oneg families, the Waldmans and the Sorokas, to light the Shabbat candles and say our blessings. Amen. Blessed are you, Adonai, our God, sovereign of the universe, who hallows us with mitzvot, commanding us to kindle the light of Shabbat. Thank you. Amen. Now that we have lit our Shabbat candles, we are ready to segue into, we're ready to welcome in the Sabbath bride with Lecha Dodi on page 138 and 139. We'll sing verses 1, 2, 5, and 9, and when we get to verse 9, I invite you, if you're able, to rise and face the door and imagine the Sabbath as a bride entering our sanctuary. She just walked in fact. All right, page 138. Lecha dodi likrat kala, pnei Shabbat nekabela. 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 Shamor v'zachor b'dibor echad, hishmiyanu el hamiuchad. Adonai echad u'shemo echad, v'shemo tiferet v'litila. Lecha dodi likrat kala, pnei Shabbat nekabela. Lecha dodi likrat kala, pnei Shabbat nekabela. Likrat Shabbat lechu v'neocha, ki mekor habracha, nerosh mikedem nesucha, sof ma'aseh b'machshava tchila. Lecha dodi likrat kala, pnei Shabbat nekabela. Lecha dodi likrat kala, pnei Shabbat nekabela. Hitoreri, ki ba'orech u'mi'ori, uri, shir daberi, kevod Adonai alayich nigla. Lecha dodi likrat kala, pnei Shabbat nekabela. Lecha dodi likrat kala, pnei Shabbat nekabela. Boi v'shalom ateret bala, gam b'simcha u'b'tzola, toch emunei am segula, boi chala. Lecha dodi likrat kala, K'nei Shabbat nekabela, v'chadoti likrat kala, K'nei Shabbat nekabela. You may be seated. And now we are ready to segue into our Shabbat evening service with the Chatzi Kaddish on page 144. Yitgadal v'yitkadash Shemei Rabbah Be'alma divrach yirtei v'yamlich malchutei B'chayechon u'b'yom echon u'b'chayetecho Beit Yisrael Bagala bagala u'bizman kariv ve'imeru amen Yehesh meraba mevarach ve'alamul al me'amaya yitbarach ve'yishtabach v'yitpa'ar v'yiromam v'yinaseh v'yithadar v'yit'aleh v'yithalal shemei dekudashav b'richu leila min kol birchata v'shirata Tushbechata v'nechemata damiran be'alma ve'imeru amen. Please prepare yourselves for the call to worship, the Baruch Hu on page 146. La 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 la. Seated. We continue together on page 149. Praise to you, Adonai our God, from whom the evening flows. Your wisdom sets the way on which time and season glide. Your breath guides the sail of the stars. Creator of the tide of time and light, you guide the current of day into night. As heaven spans to infinity, you set its course for eternity. Praise to you, Adonai our God, from whom the evening flows. Baruch atah Adonai, hama'ariv aravim. Page 150. Ahavat olam, Beit Yisrael, Amcha ahavta, Torah u'mitzvot, chukim u'mishpatim, otanu limadeta, al ken Adonai Eloheinu b'shachbenu, uvkumenu nasiach b'chukecha, v'nismach b'divrei toratecha, uv'mitzvotecha le'olam va'ed, ki hem chayenu, ve'orech yameinu, uvahem nege yomam balayla, nege yomam Toratcha al tasir mimenu leolamim. Baruch atah Adonai Ohev Amo Yisrael. On page 152 and 153 is the Shema, followed by the Ve'ahavta. I invite you to prepare yourselves to say these words of Torah. Shema Yisrael Adonai Eloheinu Adonai Echad Baruch Shem Kevod Malchuto Leolam Va'ed Ve'ahavta et Adonai Elohecha B'chol levavcha u'b'chol nafshecha u'b'chol meutecha v'hayu hadvarim ha'ele asher anochi mitzavecha hayom al levavecha v'shinantam levanecha v'dibarta bam v'shivtecha b'veitecha u'v'lechtecha b'derech Uv'shachlecha, uv'kumecha, u'kshartam le'ot al yadecha, v'hayu letotafot beinenecha, u'chtavtam al mezuzot beitecha, u'visharecha. Le'man tizkeru, va'asitem et kol mitzvotai, v'hitem kedoshim le'lechem. Ani Adonai Elohechem, Asher Hotzeiti Etchem Me'eretz Mitzrayim, V'hiyot lachem Elohim, Ani Adonai Elohechem. Please be seated. Page 156. All this we hold to be true and trustworthy for us. You alone are our God, and we are Israel, your people. You are our sovereign and Savior, who delivers us from oppressors' hands and saves us from tyrants' fists. You work wonders without number, marvels beyond count. You give us life and steady our footsteps. You performed miracles for us before Pharaoh, signs and wonders in the land of the Egyptians. You led your people Israel out from their midst to freedom for all time. When your children witnessed your dominance, they praised your name in gratitude, and they accepted your sovereignty. Moses, Miriam, and all Israel sang to you together, lifting their voices joyously. Mi chamocha ba'elim Adonai, mi chamocha neder b'kodesh. Nora tehilo tosefele, Nora tehilo tosefele, Malechutecha ra'u banecha bokei hayam, Lifnei Moshe u'Miriam zeli, Anu ve'ameru Adonai, Yimloch le'olam va'ed. Mi chamocha ba'elim Adonai, mi chamocha neder b'kodesh. Nora tehilo tosefele, Nora tehilo tosefele. V'ne'emar kifad Adonai et Yaakov, u'galo miyad chazak mimenu. Baruch atah Adonai ka'al Yisrael. Page 160. Grant, O God, that we lie down in peace and raise us up our guardian to life renewed. Spread over us the shelter of your peace. Guide us with your good counsel. For your name's sake, be our help. Shield and shelter us beneath the shadow of your wings. Defend us against enemies, illness, war, famine, and sorrow. Distance us from wrongdoing. For you, God, watch over us and deliver us. For you, God, are gracious and merciful. Guard our going and coming. to life and to peace evermore. Blessed are you, Adonai, guardian of Israel, whose shelter of peace is over us, over all your people Israel, and over Jerusalem. Baruch atah Adonai, haporei sukat shalom, aleinu ve'al kol amo Yisrael, ve'al Yerushalayim. Page 162. Veshamru b'nei Yisrael et ha-Shabbat la'asot et ha-Shabbat lidorotam berit olam. Veshamru b'nei Yisrael et ha-Shabbat la'asot et ha-Shabbat lidorotam berit olam. Beini uvein b'nei Yisrael, oti leolam, oti leolam. Veshamru b'nei Yisrael et ha-Shabbat la'asot ha-Shabbat lidorotam berit olam. Ki sheshet yamim asa Adonai, et ha-shamayim ve'et ha'aretz. Veshamru b'nei Yisrael et ha-Shabbat la'asot ha-Shabbat lidorotam berit olam. U'bayom hashvi'i Shabbat vayinafash, Shabbat vayinafash, Shabbat vayinafash. Veshamru b'nei Yisrael et ha-Shabbat la'asot et ha-Shabbat lidorotam berit olam. And now we come to the central portion of our evening prayer. The Amidah begins on page 164 and continues over the next few pages. I invite you to prepare yourselves for the tefillah. Adonai sifatai tiftachu fi yagid tehilatecha. Eternal God, open up my lips that my mouth may declare your glory. Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu ve'Elohei Avotenu v'Imotenu, Elohei Abraham, Elohei Yitzchak, ve'Elohei Yaakov, Elohei Sarah, Elohei Rivka, Elohei Rachel, ve'Elohei Leah, Ha'el Hagadol, Hagibor v'Hanora, El Elyon, Gomel Chasadim Tovim, V'Konei Hakol, V'Zocher Chastei Avot v'Imahot, U'Mevi Geula Livnei V'neihem, L'Ma'an Shemo Be'ahava, Melech Ozer U'Moshia U'Magen. Baruch atah Adonai, Magen Abraham ve'Ezrat Sarah. Atah Gibor le'olam Adonai, Mechaye hakol atah Rav lehoshia. Mashiv haruach u'morid hagashem. Mechakel chaim bechesed, Mechaye hakol berachamim rabim. Somech noflim ve'rofeh cholim, u'matir asurim, u'mekayem emunato lishenei afar. Michamocha bal geburot, u'migdol melach, nelech meimid u'mechayeh, u'matzmiach Yeshua. V'ne'eman atah l'hachayot hakol. Baruch atah Adonai, mechayeh hakol. Atah kadosh v'shimcha kadosh, u'kedoshim b'chol yom yehalelucha selah. Baruch atah Adonai, ha'el hakadosh. You may be seated. We continue together on page 173. May these hours of rest and renewal open our hearts to joy and our minds to truth. May all who struggle find rest on this day. May all who suffer find solace. May all who hurt find healing on this day. May all who despair find purpose. May all who hunger find fulfillment on this day, and may this day fulfill its promise. Baruch atah Adonai, Mekadesh HaShabbat. 175. Ever-present one, may we, your people Israel, be worthy in our deeds and our prayer, wherever we live, wherever we seek you, in this land, in Zion restored, in all lands. You are our God, whom alone we serve in reverence. Baruch atah Adonai, she'otcha levadcha b'yirah na'avod. 177. God of goodness, we give thanks for the gift of life, wonder beyond words, for the awareness of soul, our light within, for the world around us so filled with beauty, for the richness of the earth which day by day sustains us. For all these and more, we offer thanks. Baruch atah Adonai, hatov shimcha ulecha na'el lehodot. Page 178. Shalom Rav Yisrael Amcha Tasim Leolam. Shalom Rav Yisrael Amcha Tasim Leolam. Ki atahu melech adon lechol hashalom. Ki atahu melech adon lechol hashalom. Shalom Rav Yisrael Amcha Tasim Leolam. Shalom Rav Yisrael Amcha Tasim Leolam. B'tov beinecha levarech et Amcha Yisrael b'chol et u'b'chol sha'ah b'shlomecha. Shalom Rav Yisrael Amcha Tasim Leolam. Shalom Rav Yisrael Amcha Tasim Leolam. Tasim Leolam. Tasim Leolam. Baruch atah Adonai, hamevarech et amo Yisrael b'shalom. We take a moment now for silent prayer. You might use the words on pages 180 and 181 or the meditations of your own heart. Yehiyu leratzon imrei fi vehegyon libi lefanecha. Adonai tzuri, Adonai tzuri. my mouth and the meditations of my heart be acceptable to you, Adonai, my rock and my redeemer. We turn our thoughts now to those who are ill and in need of healing. On our Misha Berach list, we have Ricky Grant, Mary Kennedy, Edith and Norman King, Skip Brace, Denise Logan, Ruth Brenner, Ron Ely, John Kaur, Rosalind Cantu, Peter Winkler, Karen Thompson, Dean Ashley, Ivy Bells, Bernard Strassner, Sharon Buell, Jean Walker, Louis Perlman, Eileen Milner, Mike Haug, Bill Brooks, Ellen Simmons, Brianna Campbell, Josiah Pendleton, Denise Smith, Lori Perry, Scott Platts, Dave Avery, Kathy Brace, Bob Sparkman, Mickey Rubel, Silly Sarat Bat Frumadina, Gail Garifo, Cheryl Maniho, Seal Honig, Debbie and Paul Nicely, McKenna Heiss, Opal Young, Nick Joliat, Jeannie Grissom, Burke Asher, Rebecca Barnes, and Steve and Marion Renard. If anyone else has a name they'd like to share at this time, please do so. The Misha Berach is on page 371. And we pray for the health of mind, body, and spirit to all those in need. Misha Berach Avotenu Mekor HaBracha Le'imotenu. May the source of strength, who blessed the ones before us, help us find the courage to make our lives a blessing, and let us say, Amen. Misha Berach Imotenu Mekor HaBracha La'avotenu. Bless those in need of healing with refuah shlema, the renewal of body, the renewal of spirit, and let us say, Amen. We also pray for the health and safety of all those in our community who are active military duty, first responders, and peacekeepers, those around the world whose jobs are dangerous so that our lives might not be. We have on that list Oni Hinnanen, Joshua Ehrlichman, Martin Brown, Richard Rubino, Howard Mergler, Kyle Smet, Andrew Booth, Joseph Cald, Daniel and Bridget Stambowski, many members of the Nemero family, Pete Abelson, Jeremy Sharkey, Benjamin Hurd, Alexander Furman, Daniel Gilman, Curtis Miller, Rob Apgar, Ben Farrell, Caleb Menzies, and all those in the armed services and on ships at sea that tune in and watch us from our live stream. May the one who blessed our fathers, Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, and our mothers, Sarah, Rebecca, Leah, and Rachel, bless those who are serving in our armed services. May God guard them and keep them from harm. If they find themselves in danger's path, may God bring them back whole of mind and body to all those who love them. May it be your will, Adonai Tzevaot, to lead them to safety and to protect them from each and every enemy and ambush. May God make their journey successful and guard their going out and coming in with mercy and love, and let them be blessed to return home with life and peace now and forever. And let us say, Amen. Shabbat Shalom, everyone. This week's fantastic being to focus on is Dybbuk's. So Dybbuk's are sometimes confused with demons or generic ghosts, but they're really something sort of in between. The word Dybbuk comes from the Hebrew verb davek, meaning to cleave or to cling, similar to the modern Hebrew term for glue. Among the demonology and the stories of various types of spirits roaming the world found throughout the Talmud and the Kabbalistic literature, there are stories of human souls who cling to this world when their body dies and cleave to the soul of another living body, of a living body. In the folklore of European Jews from the 17th century on, the phenomenon of a person's possession by a clinging soul came to be blamed on the being known simply from then on as the Dybbuk, and it was generally considered to be a bad thing. But having grown up in a haunted house, I know that not all clinging spirits are malicious. True, my grandmother's ghost did not ever try to possess anyone, as Dybbuk's are known to do, but she did once appear in a fiery image outside the window overlooking the backyard to tell my cousin's boyfriend at the time to get out of her house. My cousin broke up with that guy shortly thereafter. And for context, Grandma Irene wasn't being a dramatic Dybbuk with the fire thing. She did actually die in a fire in the backyard. For 1 week straight, approximately, in January of 1998, our TV kept turning itself on for the 6 o'clock news. No one in the family remembered setting a timer and kept trying to figure out how to turn it off. The timer, I mean the TV, we just hit the button. But we tried to make it stop turning itself back on. But it just kept happening night after night. The last time, after about a week of this, that the TV turned itself on, the 6 o'clock news was reporting a large fire downtown. It had started in a beloved family-owned bakery and ended up damaging several Main Street businesses. Thankfully, no one was hurt, but it seemed Grandma Irene wanted us to keep up on the fire-related news in our town. And there were other, more mundane signs that maybe wouldn't on their own be so obvious, but coupled with the distinct fire-related hauntings still led us to imagine them as acts of Grandma, her soul still clinging to the house in which she had raised her children, lived for many years, and where she had died, and where her youngest daughter was now raising her own children. For years, 3 different family dogs owned separately would sit down at the foot of the stairs and stare up expectantly around the time Irene would be getting for work if she were alive. A few years ago, my dad was home alone and doing some housework, and he swears he very distinctly felt a tap on his shoulder. He jumped about a foot in the air, turned off the vacuum and looked around, but no one was there. The house was quiet, and there have been no more spooky happenings since then. We think Irene was saying thanks to her son-in-law for keeping her house and taking care of her family and saying goodbye. My sibling and I had already moved out of the house by then and were more or less grown, and she didn't need to look after us anymore. For a little while, we wondered if she went to Phoenix to keep tabs on her great-grandchildren, but we haven't heard any stories from my cousins out there. So we assume and hope that her soul finally let go of its grip on this world and returned to its maker. Hopefully, Irene is no longer a Dybbuk. The stories of the Talmud and Kabbalah claim that Dybbuk's can be created by malicious souls that linger in this world because they are so sinful they do not want to return to its creator, or by pure souls that are wronged somehow and they cleave to the one who wronged them. But maybe some also stick around out of love, an unwillingness to leave their families, a desire to stick to the souls that they felt connected to in life. In this week's Torah portion, Parashat Lech Lecha, we are told that Abram and Sarai leave Haran with a caravan, taking with them to the promised land their nephew Lot and his family, and all the souls that they had made, and all of their possessions. The most common midrashic explanation of this line is that they converted all of their servants to monotheism and they made their souls as if new with the love of God. But we know that Abram and Sarah were known for and will later be blessed for their hospitality. In my experience, being proselytized to is not very welcoming, no matter how friendly the person seems when they're trying to save your soul. So what if, rather than converting servants and hauling them along on this journey that's not really for them, Abram and Sarai were actually so open and welcoming that the people who dwelled among them clung to their souls like a dybbuk. I'm not saying that all the souls Abram and Sarai brought to the Holy Land were ghosts, but I'm also not saying that none of them were. But either way, what I'm really saying is that love is a very effective glue to stick one soul to another. I've never been haunted by a dybbuk that cleaved to this world out of malice or hurt, but I spent my entire childhood with one that clung on in love. As a living person, I know anger can feel haunting, but generally it does pass and does not consume the soul, yet unconditional love lasts and connects two souls forever. I hope I'm not inviting in a host of ghosts to the synagogue by saying this, but how beautiful would it be to create a community so open and welcoming, so filled with unconditional love for each other, that our souls clung to one another, cleaved to Ner Shalom, and stuck around to help make this synagogue the best it could be for as long as we possibly could. May your homes be ghost-free, but your lives filled with love and souls that cling to yours in joy. Amen and Shabbat Shalom. We turn now toward our concluding prayers. The Misha Berach is on page 586, and I would like to call back up our Oneg families, the Waldmans and the Sorokas, to open the ark for us. And if everyone else would please prepare yourselves for the ark to be opened. Alenu l'shabeach l'adon hakol, lated gedula liotzer breshit, shelo asanu k'goyei haratzot, v'lo samanu k'mishpechot ha'adama, shelo sam chelkenu kahem, v'goralenu kechol hamonam, v'anachnu korim, umishtachavim umodim, Lifnei melech malchei hamlachim, hakadosh baruch hu, v'nemar, v'haya Adonai, lemelech al kol haaretz, bayom hahu, yihye Adonai echad, u'shemo, U'shemo echad. You may be seated. We turn our thoughts now to those who have departed in body, and hopefully their souls have returned to its maker and aren't dybbuks floating around. But their memory remains with us. This week marks a yahrzeit for Milton Macy, Mark Shane, Joseph Bormel, Morris Rosen, Paul Browner, and Judith Aronson. And we are still within the year of mourning for Lee McCoy, Renee Adler Kaplan, Norman Rosen, Tom Metzler, Rodney Smith, Amanda Chazen, Diane King, Alyssa Al-Hadef, Scott Beagle, Martin Duke Anguiano, Nicholas Dworet, Aaron Feiss, Jamie Gutenberg, Chris Hickston, Luke Hoyer, Kara Loughran, Gina Montalto, Joaquin Oliver, Elena Petty, Meadow Pollack, Helena Ramsey, Alex Schachter, Carmen Shentrup, Peter Wang, Neil Gilman, Karen Josephson, Dorothy McQuiston, and Nick Ralston. If anyone else has a name they'd like to share, please do so. The Mourners' Kaddish is on page 598. Mourners and those who wish to join them may rise. Yitgadal v'yitkadash shemei rabbah, ve'alma divrach yerutei v'yamlich malchutei, v'chayechon u'v'yomechon u'v'chayei techol beit Yisrael, v'agala u'v'zman kari v'imru, amen. Yehei shemei rabbah mevarach le'olam u'almei amaya. Yitbarach v'yishtabach v'yitpa'ar v'yitramam v'yitnaseh. Vit hadar, vit ale, vit halal, shemei tikudesha b'richu. Ve'ela min kol birchata v'shirata, tushbechata v'nechemata, damiran be'alma, v'imru amen. Yehei shlama rabba min shemaya, v'chayim alenu ve'al kol Yisrael, v'imru amen. Oseh shalom b'mromav, hu ya'aseh shalom, Alenu ve'al kol Yisrael v'imru. Amen. You may be seated. Oseh shalom b'mromav, hu yaseh shalom aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael v'imru. Amen. Yaseh shalom, yaseh shalom, shalom aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael. Yaseh shalom, yaseh shalom, shalom aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael. Yaseh shalom, yaseh shalom, shalom aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael. Yaseh shalom, yaseh shalom, shalom aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael. V'imru. At this time, I would like to call up our President, Alec Levy, for some announcements.
Thank you, Rabbi Liz. Shabbat Shalom.
Shabbat Shalom.
Rabbi Liz, thank you for a wonderful service and a lot of lessons from your sermon, but if you're ever doing some housekeeping and you feel a touch on your shoulder, remember, a clean house is a happy house. Thank you to the Soroka and Waldman families as well for the wonderful oneg that we're all about to enjoy. We have this Sunday, we have religious school at 9:30, and then at 1:30 we have the last or the next to last, depending on your perspective, installment of adult education in the book of Daniel. And then the following Sunday, we have at 11 o'clock the beastly thing.
Fantastic Jewish Beasts.
Fantastic Jewish Beasts, which is not just for the religious school, it's also for adults, so everybody is welcome to attend that. Next Friday night, now, went slightly out of order, but next Friday night is a religious school participation service. So the service will start at 7 o'clock, not 7:30. And then the Friday after that, we'll be joined by many sisters of Women of Reformed Judaism Mid-Atlantic District for a wonderful service. And everyone is very much invited to join us as well. It's not just their service, it's everyone's service. But it's going to be a great service, a little bit different than some of the things we normally do. And, very important, It starts at 8 o'clock. So I'm going to emphasize and repeat those 2 points. Next Friday night service starts at 7 o'clock, not 7:30. The Friday after the first Friday in November starts at 8 o'clock, not 7:30. And I'm probably missing something, but I'm going to quit at that point and say Shabbat Shalom.
Shabbat Shalom. Sisterhood.
Sisterhood is having a meeting this Sunday at 2:45, and we will enjoy a guest speaker this Sunday, Mel Novel from the League of Women Voters, going to talk to us about the upcoming elections, the amendments that we'll be looking at, various things that we might want to pay attention to. Not have to be a member of Sisterhood to come if you're interested in the election, please come by. Thank you.
And a note about our sing-alongs. If you missed tonight's, you should go on our YouTube page, the Congregation Ner Shalom on YouTube. I also shared a link through our Facebook if you navigate Facebook more easily than YouTube for some reason. I shared a playlist of the tunes that we will be using on November 2nd. So I put everything on there just in case somebody wanders in off the internet that night. So some of it you'll recognize, but some of it you might not, or some of it will sound familiar, but it's not our usual stuff. So there's a broad range. So if you didn't make it to tonight's sing-along, please check out that playlist so you're ready for November 2nd. And our next sing-along will be November 30th, I believe. It's on the calendar. I'll double check and make sure I have it correct for next week's announcements. But I think it's November 30th. And we will be looking at different tunes for Shalom Rav. So come join us. Okay, so our closing song is Lechi Lach, of course, because it is Parashat Lech Lecha. So page 645. Lechi Lach, to a land that I will show you. Lech Lecha, to a place you do not know. Lechi Lach, on your journey I will bless you, and you shall be a blessing, and you shall be a blessing, and you shall be a blessing. Lechi Lach. Lechi Lach, and I shall make your name great. Lech Lecha, and all shall praise your name. Lechi Lach, to the place that I will show you. V'simchat chayim, v'simchat chayim, v'simchat chayim, lechi lach. You shall be a blessing, you shall be a blessing, you shall be a blessing, lechi lach. Please join us for Oneg and Kiddush. Shabbat Shalom.